This is my review of the Sram G2 RSC hydraulic disc brakes. So this will be a long-term review as I've been riding them for about 2 months now. These brakes have been really great. There haven't been any issues whatsoever. The only small minor issue, this doesn't affect the performance, but they do seem to squeal a little bit when they get up to higher temperatures, but quite a few brakes do that. So I absolutely love these brakes. The adjustability on them is amazing. So they're pretty much a budget option of the Guide RSCs, but they have the stopping power of the Code Rs. So it's really the perfect brake for everything. Some of the adjustability you have on it is the lever reach. This is how far in or out the lever is. Next is the engagement point of the pistons. So this determines how far in or out the pistons are when the clamp down onto the disc rotors. So to do this, this brings the contact in, turning it down, and bringing the contact out turns it out. And you can really get this to go all the way down to the bars, or you can have it bite right away. It's amazing. So many people wouldn't really consider this a downside of the brakes, but they do take a little while to get used to as they have so much braking power. I ride in Las Vegas, and out here it's really loose and dusty, and so these bite so fast and they're so powerful that you slide out at any little bit. So I like to really have a ton of modulation in that brakes to make it a lot easier from wiping out, but you will get used to them, and let me tell you, you will never go to a different brake. Another great feature of the Guide 2 RSCs is that if you want to call it, they are ambidextrous. You can easily switch the levers on the right and left hand side of your bike, and you can switch them into different positions on your bike. This makes it a lot easier whether you're traveling to Europe or anywhere else in the world that use the different, if you want to call it moto style braking. The lever has the same design on the top and on the bottom, so there are no sacrifices being taken there. The final few details in the brake lever are the new brake hoses and the bearings in the lever. So these new brake hoses, they're kind of a matte gray finish, a darker gray. The older Sram brake hoses, I have them here on my bike, you can tell that they're a lot more glossy and they're a lot darker. And so I do like this. They are a lot more flexible than the old, I know this is cable housing, but it's a lot more rubbery. And then next is this bearing. This bearing makes a huge difference in the way the lever feels. It's so much smoother pulling it down, and you get this like nice little click when you start to pull it down for the first little bit of the motion. So moving on from the brake lever area of things, you do have the generic Sram clamp here. You can mix it with the shifters, so you do have just one clamp for both. I have the GX shifters. The GX shifters do not fit the adapter that comes with this clamp, but I have been told that NX shifters and most other Sram shifters do fit this new clamp. The final few little details of the G2 brakes are the calipers. The calipers really have no difference than the original guides. They do look a bit different, and they do stay consistent with that matte dark gray finish, but besides that there's nothing really special. They are a bit stiffer, so that way when you brake under high pressure they don't flex as much as the original guides. And finally, they come with resin brake pads. These will make a bit more noise when they heat up, but honestly that is totally fine by me. Thanks for watching my long-term review of the Sram G2 RSC brakes. These brakes are absolutely amazing. I love the way they look, the way they feel, and just the overall way they perform. There's barely any flaws with these brakes. If you guys enjoyed the video, I'd love it if you could like and subscribe, and even possibly leave a comment. If you have any suggestions on what I could do better, please comment it and I will be sure to read it. Thanks.